Hey foodies, today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a one pan chicken and rice baked in the oven. This is a super easy recipe, not to mention the chicken is just absolutely juicy, delicious, and very flavorful. So let's take a look at the ingredients. So for this recipe, you will need 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of rice, and 1 medium onion. I'm gonna be using 5 chicken thighs. And for seasonings, we will be using 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of meat seasoning, 2 teaspoons of basil, and 1 teaspoon of thyme, and 1 sazon packet. And I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that all together. Set that aside. Make sure you wash and clean your chicken. And I'm gonna go ahead and add about 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of sugar just to cut down on that acidity. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in all of that seasoning that we just made. And I'm gonna add in 4 cloves of garlic that's chopped finely, as well as some cilantro. What that's gonna do is really bring out that flavor in that chicken. So now you wanna go in with clean hands or gloves and mix everything together. You wanna make sure you mix that in well. That way that marinade could really penetrate in that chicken. Make sure you get up under the skin. Just make sure you get all parts of this chicken. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some foil, cover that, and that's gonna go in the refrigerator overnight. In the meantime, I'm gonna dice this onion and set that aside because that is gonna be going inside of our rice. All right, so once we're done doing that, you wanna make sure you put your stove on a medium to high heat. Add a generous amount of oil and add in your chicken thighs skin side down. Flip them over after 5 minutes. Make sure you get both sides. You want to make sure it has a nice golden sear. So these look about done, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them from my pan. Remember, you don't want to cook these fully because they will cook in the inside when we cook these in the oven. As you can see, that chicken is really juicy. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove these from the pan. And I'm gonna keep the leftover juices that came from the chicken, and we are gonna add in those onions that we chopped up previously, and we're gonna let that cook until those onions become translucent. All right, once they have become translucent, I'm gonna add in my rice, and we're gonna mix that on a medium heat for about 2 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna add in all of that marinade from the chicken. Mix that in as well. And then we're gonna add in our 4 cups of chicken broth. You just wanna go ahead and give that a good stir as well. And now I'm gonna add in about 2 teaspoons of adobo seasoning. You can use seasoning salt or just straight up salt if you want to. And I'm gonna mix that in as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna take our chicken thighs and we're gonna add that on top. And then I'm gonna cover this with foil and we're gonna pop this in the oven on 350 for about 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, you wanna go ahead and remove that foil and cook that for an additional 10 minutes uncovered. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like after it has came out the oven. I'm just gonna add some cilantro on top for a pop of color, as well as just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this for you guys so you guys can see. You see how juicy that chicken is? And we didn't even have to do much. Not to mention that rice is seasoned to the T just from being cooked in that chicken. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, be sure to leave me a comment below as well as liking this video. If you guys are new, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys subscribe as well if you're new. I post new recipes every week. Thanks for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.